Obama dealing with the, technology. On the other side, Hillary Clinton was got in a little trouble, hot water for using her personal email and not a government email. So she's been doing this for years, and this came out.
Yeah.
And upon its discovery, she deleted a lot of the emails that she had, which raises some question.
Because it's like, what is she hiding?
What is she hiding? I mean, I think a lot of people kind of, do you really care what email she's using? Not really. But then when she, when she deleted it, that makes it a little suspicious.
You could have just went right on.
Because I understand that defeats the purpose of the reason why they probably have a work email and your personal email.
The question of who is paying attention, because if she can go on for years as the president's wife and now whatever she's doing now using personal emails, who's paying attention to this?
Right.
Where's the security in the White House?
And that's the security is a problem because they have the government emails so that they can't be hacked and everything, And Hillary Clinton XOX at gmail.com isn't going to be as
as secure.
Secure, not at all. Confidential information.
With all this hacking, Hillary Clinton should know better.
Yeah, she should.
That's crazy. And what about the Cinderella shows?
So Cinderella came out, a remake of Cinderella. It seems like all the classics that we watched as a kid are coming out and being redone, which I'm totally for. I loved Cinderella; that was my favorite. So I have a plan to see that tomorrow. Actually,
okay. Wait, when did it come out? Is it coming out tomorrow, or it came out already? Okay, I can't wait to see that.
So
I'm just an old lady. Like, I like my old movies. Stop changing
Take your baby to go see it.
No remakes.
I don't want remakes. I don't want a new Lion King. I don't want a new Cinderella. I don't want a new Snow White. Leave the old people where they were. If you want to change, like what Disney does, like they'll do the video enhancement. I'll take that. I don't want a whole new
characters
because they always change something.
I'll be mad when they change it and it turns out like not good. But if they change it and it's action, because sometimes they want to put extra action into it and it's just amazing, I'm like, okay, you got it. You know?
See, my problem is with modern comes the loss of innocence, because back then when those Cinderellas came out, it was an innocent story about love. It was
true.
You're gonna make it more modern, then it's not gonna be that
cute. Deep.
It's PG.
I saw the.
You get what I'm saying?
But I saw some of the quotes from the trailers, and it's like it's inspirational for sure, but it's definitely a lot heavier than
It's going
a love story.
A story that you can take a 5
day.
Yeah, you can. It goes from being a movie you can take a 6-year-old to watch to something you want to take a teenager.
A lot of people.
It's a Disney story. It shouldn't be for this huge genre of people.
Yeah, people were questioning, like, could I take my kids there? Is the witch, is the fairy godmother going to be scary and everything? So I don't think it's going to be that serious. I mean, maybe, I'm pretty sure anybody from the ages like 8 and up, it'll be fine to take them. They won't be scared. It's a fun and beautiful. They could look back from the books that they read on Cinderella.
There shouldn't be an association to scary with Disney. I'm just saying.
Did you see,
be funny.
On the fashion side, did you see the shoes, the custom shoes that's going to be limited edition that so many designers pitched in to collaborate with the Cinderella movie? It's amazing. Dior, Manolo Blahnik, they have Swarovski crystals, all of the shoes. Amazing.
Wow,
like, they're running from $5,000. They're going to be limited edition selling, so if you could afford that price, go pick up those shoes. They're amazing.
The Bachelorette or the Bachelor?
The Bachelorette.
So this week on the finale of The Bachelor, they announced the new contestant for The Bachelorette, and for the first time, they made 2 contestants. It's going to be Britt Nielsen and Caitlin Bistro, who were runners-up, and it's going to be really interesting. They're going to have 25 guys, and on the first night, they're going to come in and meet with the girls, and then choose which one they want to pursue. That, I think, is that's kind of, I don't know, I guess it'd be a little humiliating, because what if one of the girls really connected with one guy and he chose the other girl? That'd be a little hard to watch that.
I think that whole show is just a setup, because I don't want to say it's not realistic, because I'm not saying that men don't date more than one person or whatever the situation is. But when you put your relationship or your love life like that on television for the world to broadcast and judge, and this man has 25 other women in the house with him, you're not giving yourself a fair chance. Because it's not as if he's in with 25 women that are outside of a household that he has to pay certain attention to or call, and it gets limited, and you might be the last 2 or 3 people. There's 25 of them. He's sleeping with everybody. Like, it comes down to first your body, whether you're a good kisser, all the sexual things, and then maybe if I like you.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like I don't really watch The Bachelorette. I know what the concept of the storyline, but it's just weird if someone actually takes it seriously. Like all these reality TV shows that we're really getting into because they're actors and actresses on the shows, but we get into so much into it. We're like, oh my gosh, could you believe that so and so did this? It's like we forget that this stuff is sometimes scripted.
Yes.
Like it all started, I feel like, with Flavor Flav. I feel like he started these finding love on TV. And one of the models that were on the show, she was on the show with her agent. This is long back from Flavor Flav. And it came out on the show that she was an actress and she got eliminated. But it was a joke because they're all actresses for the most part, are trying to be some, in that field.
The devil is a liar because as soon as you seen Flavor Flav have that many beautiful women
makes no sense.
You should have known they're being paid, honey, because I can't touch you. I don't know what check you're signing or how much money's on. I don't want it. I'm not kissing you.
Well, that happened even with the Rock of Love with Bret Michaels, the girl who won the first season. It turns out she came out and said, hey, I'm not really interested. It was like they found me on the street and said, do you want to be on this show?
Wow.
Which is crazy. Also, I don't see how you really think any of those girls think they're going to find the love of their life when he's sleeping with 25 other women.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
First
not
of all,
normal.
you should feel disgusted because it goes back down, and I don't know how deep it is for a lot of people, but it goes back down to sleeping with your friends. That's too close. I'm not saying that you guys are, friends in that sense, but you're there. 25. There's 4 of us.
They make friendships.
Talk. We
have
bond.
to get close, of course.
The 25 of you, it's disgusting. It's a big orgy. I'm not with it, okay? There's nothing real coming from 25 women sleeping with the same man. Hopefully one of you get picked.
I don't see this season on The Bachelor, the guy happened to be a farmer. I didn't see any redeeming quality about this guy other than the fact he was kind of handsome. And that's fleeting. He's a farmer. All these girls come from these big cities and they have all these dreams want to be actresses. Like you choose this guy, you're going to be on a farm.
It's good entertainment though. It's good entertainment.
Yeah. I mean, I don't watch it, so thank you, Bachelor and Bachelorette.
It's just funny to see. And some of them, they make a name for themselves. Like I see Delicious.
Absolutely.
But remember the girl from Flavor Flav, Hope, or what was the...
I Love New York.
Not New York, the other one, the light-skinned one.
Hoops dated Shaq, right? She dated Shaquille O'Neal.
Was 3 seconds after you were so in love, and this black man that looks like an ant, you're all over him, and now you're about to marry.
And also Ray J, he had his. Everybody had a TV show. It's usually the B-list celebrities or just
trying to get a name.
That's trying. Maybe they're bored with their money and they want to do something now. Maybe that's the case. But Ray J, it's like right after his show, he dumps them or it doesn't work out. And he's on to the next show. He wants a new season.
Same thing with Tila Tequila. She had that
shot at law.
They had boys and girls. She's bisexual. And that was pretty crazy.
And
I think one of
dimension.
Someone who won her show it was 2 girls or sisters or something. They ended up getting their own show after.
Yeah, they had their own a double shot, which is these 2 twin bisexual girls. I think a lot of it though is just made just marketing. The 2 hot girls who are bisexual. That's gonna appeal to I think everybody.
Definitely.
So you were saying something earlier about Suge Knight.
Yeah, this week TMZ obtained and released a video of Suge Knight, who's currently facing murder charges. It shows him in his truck, running over Terry Carter and then running him over again and speeding away. What's crazy though is Suge thinks that because after he ran Terry Carter over, that a security guard who he also clipped removed a gun from his waistband. He says, oh, they were trying to shoot me, so I had a legal right to run him over and run away. But of course the prosecution says, well, this shows that you killed him.
That's just stupid because if you're in a car with doors and windows and they're standing outside with a gun, you can leave.
That's crazy how...
And second, Suge Knight is a thug, and he's always been known to be a thug, and he wants to do whatever he wants to do, and he's been doing it, so I hope you go to jail and stay there for a very long time.
It's no secret that Suge Knight is a thug. He's been involved with a bunch of other celebrities.
Even from the Biggie Smalls and Tupac.
Yeah.
He was just the fire behind that. You just want to cause drama, and you just want...
Party at Chris Brown's party, Suge Knight, Bad News. Every time I hear his name is with Bad News. It's a good name for him. It sounds very hard, Suge Knight.
If he wants to have a reputation as a thug, I mean, he has it.
Definitely.
But what's funny about the video and him saying that it was his escape is he pulled out onto the road and then ran over Terry Carter again and escaped that way. If he really wanted to escape, he could have just gone straight, and that was it.
He can't call like self-defense if he actually turned around. He had a chance to actually escape, and if he was really scared, usually when you're saying you're self-defense, it's because you were afraid of for your life. He came back around and ran over him a second time. So.
Yeah. See, what Suge Knight needs to be calling on first, you need to call on Lipton and sip some tea. Then you need to call a lawyer and pray you don't go to jail, because that's exactly where you're headed, my dear.
This would just never happen. This is only in Hollywood. This would never happen. If I was to run someone over the same way, it would be a cut and dry case. I'd be in prison the rest of my life. But, celebrities, they have money.
On the streets that haven't done anything.
Good lawyers.
Just because they were, assumed to believe.
Yeah. And he has money, so who's to say that anything's even really going to happen to him? He could get out of this.
And if he does go to jail, his jail's going to have a penthouse. So it's not really saying much, but
parole and everything.
This is just what it is.
Does that really happen with jails? Like they have better
Did you
jails?
see Marcus
Because I know.
Oh yeah.
And I said for Chris Brown, it was.
They don't go to real jail. Chris Brown, I think he went to a regular penitentiary after a while, but even in the beginning, they don't really go to regular prisons.
And when they do, they get special treatment for sure.
Special treatment, but there's certain jails.
And they're not really. The only thing they can do is leave. That's the only thing.
That's weird. So, are we ready for our mystery topic?
No.
Do you see Kathy Griffin's? Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you. Kathy Griffin is thinking about leaving Fashion Police.
Right,
Really?
and the whole network isn't really doing too well in general.
They're saying that they're going to come back on air March 30th, but I mean, already Kelly Osbourne left. She was saying how she doesn't want to be associated with a show that might be racist.
Right after Rantic's comment.
Oh man.
When because Zendaya wore the fake dreads on the red carpet, and Juliana Rancic said that it looked like she smelled like weed.
Yeah.
So Kelly Osbourne left because she didn't want to be associated with that, and now
Girl.
yeah, now she's saying she wants to leave the main host of the show. I mean, she was very close to Joan Rivers. She was very close to her. I mean, Kelly was there actually comforting her in the emergency room, and it's just a touchy subject. I feel like they don't want to make a bad name for themselves personally, and also, just for her legacy. I mean,
and she looks gorgeous.
She does look gorgeous with the dreads. Yeah.
That night.
That goes back with the natural hair. I mean, she's wearing her natural hair, and she's like actually supporting the movement now. Everyone wants to wear their natural hair. That's the new thing. It's a beautiful thing. And for you to actually turn it into a negative, put in a negative light for Juliana.
We should be embracing people doing this,
Yeah,
especially
to do what you want to do.
Police, you have this platform to,
Like, we understand that it's going to sometimes be a little raunchy and you're going to be cutthroat or whatever.
Like, look at Kelly Osbourne has purple hair, for God's sake.
right?
Yeah. No, but that's what I was going to say. I understand it is funny. Joan Rivers, she said whatever she wanted. She was hilarious. We loved her. But sometimes it is also, like we were talking about the reality TV shows, sometimes it's scripted. And supposedly, from sources say that Julian was told to say that sometimes in the dressing room, they might be like, say this joke, or say this. But Kathy feels like you should just be organic and say what comes from the heart. When you go on the red carpets, a lot of the different people. You have your own sources to say how you felt and how you enjoyed yourself on the red carpet. Not to say like a joke someone told you backstage, which could turn into this whole epidemic.
Even if they did tell you to say the joke, you should have in your head, like, I don't know how that's...
feel that's right. You should,
what are you trying to say?
You are famous.
It's your reputation.
It's a reputation.
Something positive, and then you have a responsibility
Shame
to
on
do that.
you.
If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything.
And that's all
Absolutely.
Walk away. Shut your mouth.
A lot of respect to Kathy Griffin for coming out and saying, you know what, I'm funny and I make fun of people, but I will never attack someone for their looks. And that's not right.
What is so funny though, because Kathy is one person that does not pull any, like, hold any stops. Like, she's coming for everybody.
What, you mean jokes?
Yes, homosexuals, married people, old, black, white, she doesn't care. So for her to feel offended to the point where she's ready to leave a show, it says a lot.
I feel like Joan Rivers was funnier. Anyways, I love you, Kathy. Kathy is so experienced. No, Kathy is a comedian, right? On the show, it's not a good look for her jokes. maybe it's because she's trying to be sensitive to the people on the show and for the people who she's covering. Because the jokes, I'm just like, when I'm watching the new Fashion Police, I'm like, okay, just come on, attack. Because she's trying to hold back and be nice. And she's like choosing the worst dress on the red carpets when this is a show where you're supposed to say what you feel. And it's kind of upsetting to me because I'm trying to get this coverage and she's not saying what she feels. Not helping, Kathy. So go ahead. Like, do you guys think the show should go on, get new hosts, or
you can't recreate Joan Rivers, and I think
that's how I feel.
What's trying to happen? People are trying to fill her spot, and you can't leave it. Just do your own thing, create. What and something different.
It had a great time on air, and now that Joan isn't here anymore,
it's not going to be the same. I don't think. I think it should be.
Has anybody heard of if they put any apologies?
Julia Rancic, she apologized.
Yeah, she apologized
a bunch of times. In her defense,
I mean, from Eva.
She had no, not from me, but she made a personal statement that she'd said, as we have this power to say, get out to so many people. I shouldn't have said that, And it seemed like a genuine enough apology. I think she might say it on the spot then, and then afterwards be like, oh my God, I can't believe I said that.
I remember she had said she meant to express a type of gypsy look, a free-spirited gypsy look from the dreads, not really someone who smokes weed. And it came out wrong.
That can be offensive to people.
We're all humans.
It is really offensive.
A lot of people who do TV, like journalism and broadcasting, we're humans, we're not robots, and something happens where we have to step up and say a nice apology, and be smart about it. But at sometimes some people could be jerks, like what people say Kanye West is, a jerk, because he is constantly throwing shots and saying stuff where it seems like he's not thinking before he speaks.
Well, everybody's against Kanye now. It seems like more and more artists, like I've seen this, couple of the band members of Motley Crue, and a lot of musicians have just kind of dismissed him because of his.
How much ignorance are you going to take before it's just like
antics?
And my problem is not, and I was saying this before, my problem is not with Kanye being as open or stupid as he wants to be. You want to show yourself as dumb, that's fine. But my problem is you being, call it what it is, the black man that you are, you're associating your ignorance with every other black man who's already being, linked in or stereotyped as an ignorant black man. You're not helping.
Yeah.
That's my problem with him.
Speaking of natural hair, Kim Kardashian's.
Oh,
yeah. What do we think?
Oh, I love that. You was talking about that before. I'm used to it now, you guys. At first, I was like, whoa, but I'm used to it now. I like it.
I heard a rumor that she doesn't even like it. Kanye made her do it.
Really?
That's what I think is behind a lot of her looks, because he's about the glamour. I think her style's a little tackier.
She started out as a stylist for like Paris Hilton. She was a stylist for a lot of celebrities.
I don't think she would have picked blonde for herself.
No, definitely not.
And especially in the middle of March.
She said, okay, now that I'm going to Fashion Week, I want to do something different. Come to the Bowman show with platinum blonde hair, do something different. It was a shocker. I mean, she got a touch up. She's still keeping it. Like, it's not like she did it the one time. I was like, okay, I'm going to take it off. She got a touch up. Like, she's fixing it. But it could be because of him, and she really respects his style. When they first got engaged, he removed her whole wardrobe and gave her a whole new wardrobe.
Exactly. I remember watching that.
And like I said, I think this is Kanye West. He's trying to build a little Barbie doll in Kim Kardashian, and she's letting him. The devil is a liar. You're not dying by platinum blonde in the middle of the March.
I think that Kanye and Kim, I guess why they work so well is they both love getting attention. I think Kanye, I agree with you what you say about he's very ignorant. But at the same time, he knows whatever he says, he has so much precedence over the media, it's going to get big. Whether he's talking shit or he's, complimenting someone, the people are going to talk about him, and he knows that.
And that kind of goes back to what we were saying before with the media giving the wrong people too much power. You're giving people like Kanye West power and ISIS power by talking about them constantly, making their faces, making their comments, giving them life. For what? Kanye, you're stupid. You're a very smart businessman. I love whatever it is that you're doing as far as your money. But as a person, a human being, you are absolutely asinine to me. You blow my mind every time you open your mouth. It's like, why, Jesus?
It is hard to be a Kanye fan. He's such a brilliant musician.
And I loved him when he first came out.
Yeah, he's a great visionary, but I think he needs to hire a better publicist because he's not looking great in the media.
I liked him when he was humble with his... Wait. I liked him when he was humble and his jaw was still wired shut. Because when he couldn't talk...
I'm
just saying.
But he made a good song with it.
Exactly. Why are your jaw shut for another couple of months and see if you humble yourself a little bit?
Anyways, you guys, on to the mystery topic.